I'm going to be honest. This Lamar Jackson situation is getting out of hand. He's truly shifted possibly the Ravens' plans as an organization for the next 4 years. If you go back some years, Lamar won the league MVP, and at that point, almost anyone thought Lamar was a Raven for the longest of times. Sadly, as for me, I am a Ravens fan. It's gotten bad.
Catch or pass completion. Here's Lamar on a run.
He broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown. He is Houdini. What a play! 47-yard touchdown run by the magical quarterback Lamar Jackson. Wow!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the show that airs every 2 months. This is getting a little bad. And I'm going to try a new idea like I always do. I'm going to make more higher production videos instead of shorter ones like I was for a little while there. So sorry I'm talking such a low voice. My parents are sleeping in the next room, and I have to get this recording done. Anyway, let's get into the video. So, this video will be split into 3 sections: the good, the bad, and the ugly. This has truly been Lamar Jackson's whole entire career to this point. So let's just get into it. With the good. Lamar Jackson has had a crazy career already at age 26. He was drafted 32nd in the first round of the 2018 NFL Draft. He came out and said, unquote, "They are going to get a Super Bowl out of me."
Forward to being a Raven.
What are they getting?
Everything out of me. They're going to get a Super Bowl out of me.
Well, I mean, look at him now. Anyway, Lamar showed promise in his first year, leading the team to a playoff berth, however losing in the first round of the playoffs to the Chargers, which would be a reoccurring sequence. Next, he came out the next season, put up 56 points against the Dolphins, and destroyed them. This would happen many times throughout the season, as he'd be sitting out most of second half of games. This is kind of a crazy way of him tearing through the league. At some point, he destroyed Tom Brady on national television, where many people thought it was the passing of the torch. This was his MVP season, where he led the Ravens to a 14-2 record. In a very Ravens way, they lost to the Tennessee Titans in the first round. Not really the Titans, it was kind of like Derrick Henry's team. But after another first round loss, this is not looking good. But trust me, it gets even worse. Next year, however, was the best. Well, the best for the Ravens in a while. Early on, it wasn't looking like they were going to do good. Then they ripped off 5 straight and went to the playoffs, where they would beat the Titans, but then lose to the Bills. In my opinion, the moment that Lamar went down with a head injury against the Bills is where everything went downhill. Oh, downhill kind of. And that could be the only good in the future. That could be it for the good. Only the future holds. The bad. This might get bad. The following year was horrid for the Ravens. Players dropped left and right, injury after injury after injury. It truly destroyed the season. But the Ravens did start the year with some bumps, then some smooth ground, then more bumps. It followed that process to Lamar. The quarterback got hurt. This is bad, as this would be Lamar's first ever injury. For the first ever real injury. This would be his second injury, technically. The team would put Tyler Huntley on the spot, and the Ravens would lose out and miss the playoffs. This would be the worst, as now you enter an important offseason, and guess what happened? Literally nothing. Lamar would go one more year without another contract. And at this point, the Ravens fans were thinking, we'll just sign him next year. That was sadly not the case, so he decided to bet on himself. Lamar betted on himself, and he started off the year as an MVP candidate. However, his team would fall apart time and time again, and they would choke away leads. this would be Lamar's end to his season with the Ravens as he got hurt against the Broncos. At this point, it got really bad. As Lamar would be hurt for the second time, the Ravens would have to turn to Tyler Huntley again. But for Lamar, every single week it was new news. It was more news about him. Well, we're hoping he can come back this week. Well, we're hoping he can come back the next week. He never came back. That was the worst part. So they turned to Tyler Huntley. And Tyler Huntley turned into him, leading the Ravens to the playoffs. This is where it got ugly. Now for the ugly. The Ravens made the playoffs, and it started to ramp up big time. And it got really bad, as Lamar Jackson was confirmed out for the playoff game. It was super sketchy, as many people thought he was starting for the playoff game. Many people thought he was going to be out there 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. It never happened. The mystery kept going. Many people online, ESPN or FS1 or any sports show, commented on this with their own personal opinions. But the opinion that most of the general population had is that Lamar was holding out because of the money. This turned out not to be the case because of his injury. And during the playoff game, which the Ravens lost, there was a report that he didn't travel with the team. That explained a lot because Lamar wasn't seen with the team. At this point, Lamar, he had came out and he had played half a season again and sat out for another half. Ravens were about to take the lead and possibly win that playoff game. Till quarterback Tyler Huntley jumped over the pile, ball got popped loose, and Sam Hubbard, the lineman, returned it 98 yards. This would be it for the Ravens, that you think? They'd come out time and time and again, losing big games, and then the offseason came. Lamar Jackson during the offseason has been one of the craziest times ever. As you can see, he came out with many reports of, oh, is he not playing? Oh, why didn't he play? Oh, is he getting the franchise tag? Is he being signed? Lamar Jackson, after the season ended, came out himself and said that he left and he did not play because of his injury, and he was hobbling around the facility. This was confirmed by cornerback Marlon Humphrey. And the news just got more rumored until the Ravens put Lamar on the non-exclusive franchise tag. For anybody who doesn't know at this point, which you probably should know, non-exclusive franchise tag is the tag where you can talk to other teams, and if you sign to an offer sheet, the team that you're currently on has 5 days to match it or let it go, and you're with that other team, or if they match it, you're with them for that same contract. For Lamar, this could go one of two ways. However, we've seen no team that has came out and publicly said that they want Lamar Jackson, which is the most surprising thing out of this. Lamar felt it was enough as John Harbaugh was about to sit down at another press conference, the 5th one this offseason. He came out and he said it. If we go back 4 years ago, I could never, ever think I'd say this. But that day, pretty much 1 month ago, Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, requested a trade from the Baltimore Ravens. This would, honestly, pretty much ended Lamar Jackson and the Ravens and this era that he built. The quote that he said when he was drafted, a whole lie. So that's where we are now. Player who doesn't want to play in Baltimore, and he's stuck here. So if you guys did enjoy this video, and I'm sorry I was so quiet, but if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really help. I'll see you all next time.